Roll down the window, I need me some air. Blasting the music, they stare. I'll get me diamonds, hey baby, I care. Too much about it, I dare. You to try me, homie, listen here, there. All that you do is just stare.
As the new United States champion, I proudly, once again, hold that beautiful champion again. I think this time I'm doing things differently. Less talking, more action. And I have someone in mind who talks less and does more. Penta, El Cero Miedo, is someone who I can relate to very much. I am a man who shows no fear and fears no one. I will even put my newly captured United States champion on line. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
As we continue with the main event, ladies and gentlemen.
It's scheduled for one fall, and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this match is about to be a banger. We got Penta, who made his debut last week, ladies and gentlemen. And here tonight, he already has a championship opportunity, and that is for the U.S. champion. And Penta here tonight, making his way to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the best kept secret of the business is now here, and he is just on time for the road to WrestleMania. And the crowd is down with Cero Miedo, ladies and gentlemen. And here tonight, Penta versus Stone Cold for the U.S. champion is about to be a banger in the main event. You know the impact that Penta has in the wrestling business, has people on the chokehold and the business on the chokehold, ladies and gentlemen, because literally a week after his big debut against Seth Rollins tonight, he goes up against Stone Cold Steve Austin, who Stone Cold himself said it. This is a dream match for him. And here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Penta really has a high chance of winning this match here tonight and becoming the new U.S. champion. I think they like Penta more than they like Stone Cold here tonight.
Introducing the challenger from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, Penta! And his opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, the WWE United States champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
And Stone Cold, ladies and gentlemen, looks ready and locked in like always. Winning the U.S. champion on Raw, ladies and gentlemen, after Saturday night's main event. And you know, Drew McIntyre even said it himself. You know, he put it out there, and now he had to face what he had said. And, you know, Drew McIntyre was not able to, you know, retain. Why? Because Stone Cold Steve Austin was always a step ahead of him. And here tonight, because of that outcome, we have Penta versus Stone Cold. Ooh, and a big chop by Stone Cold Steve Austin, ladies and gentlemen, onto Penta. And now Penta reverses that one. Down he goes, over the top. And a big kick that makes Stone Cold Steve Austin twirl in the circle. Oh, and Penta from the middle rope, ladies and gentlemen, showing his lucha libre abilities here tonight. And I just wonder how his lucha libre abilities is going to match up against the Texas Rattlesnake. Oh, and Stone Cold with the side slam onto Penta, down onto the ring. And Penta's outfit here tonight, a sparkly red, ladies and gentlemen, and lands that cross body. Now he goes for the cover. And no, he was not able to capture U.S. gold. And Penta landing that leg drop, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, and Stone Cold blocked that one. Ooh, and down goes Penta. And a big boot straight to the jaw of Stone Cold, ladies and gentlemen. And now Penta, what does he have in mind? Oh my goodness, and a big boot to the jaw one more time. Oh, and Stone Cold, he caught that one, ladies and gentlemen. And now Stone Cold sends Penta to the corner. And what does Stone Cold have in mind here tonight? Oh, and he didn't like that corner, ladies and gentlemen. He put Penta in the other one. And Ron Zapata here tonight for the main event match. Chad Patton, I think, had enough of all the action and all the chaos that is the road to WrestleMania. I honestly would have never thought that I would have seen Stone Cold and Penta in the same ring, ladies and gentlemen. But this match, a crossover of wrestling and the wrestling freestyle, which is lucha libre, ladies and gentlemen, I think they kind of match each other perfectly, because Stone Cold, his brute physicality and his powerhouse force against Penta's high flying, it kind of makes up for it. Because we know Penta could fight hard, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen him fight throughout the whole world, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the whole U.S., throughout Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, and we know that this man could land them punches and chops like he could land anything else, ladies and gentlemen. And now Stone Cold, and no, Penta kicks out at 2, ladies and gentlemen, showing that resiliency of the Mexican luchador, ladies and gentlemen. And Penta gets right up, ladies and gentlemen. And now the back of Stone Cold, ladies and gentlemen, felt that, you know, here tonight. Ooh, and the big chop onto Stone Cold. And now Penta, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, getting the crowd riled up here tonight. And a dive over the top rope, crashes down onto Stone Cold. Doing damage to the arm of Stone Cold, ladies and gentlemen. I think Penta is locked in here tonight, and the crowd is also behind Penta here tonight. I don't think I've heard a Stone Cold chant or them cheering for Stone Cold. I think mostly they've been cheering for Penta, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and Penta from the top, ladies and gentlemen, making his way around and landing on Stone Cold onto the outside, ladies and gentlemen, and the crowd is loving it here tonight. And now Penta, ladies and gentlemen, feeling it here tonight. I know he's hyped up, and down goes Stone Cold. And now Stone Cold, ladies and gentlemen, takes down Penta here tonight with such force. Stone Cold, we know that he has upped his game, ladies and gentlemen. He has been away, and but this whole time that he was away, not just this prior getaway, but before he even came back to win the U.S. champion, Stone Cold was rehabilitating his body back to wrestling peak. Well, not at his peak, but back to where his body could wrestle, take damage, and be okay. Oh, and Penta caught that one, and Stone Cold, ladies and gentlemen, and Penta quickly takes him down. And a stunner connects onto Penta, ladies and gentlemen. Can Stone Cold retain here tonight? And he does. And just look at the replays, ladies and gentlemen. Penta putting it all on the line with his high-flying moves here tonight. Penta was not able to capture gold here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but Stone Cold remains champion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching.